Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Amy or Amylouise, and today I'm going to show you how to create this beautiful cut crease mermaid. I don't know what to call this, honestly. It's just, I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to show you how to do this. So if you want to see how I did this, then keep on watching and make sure to hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss any future videos. Okay, so I am using the Carnival Love Tahiti by Bperfect. I love this palette. I love them all, and I have just ordered the brand new one, the Antidote. So beautiful. And it is very like neutral based, but I'm into that at the minute. But this is the palette, if you don't already know. And I'm basically just using these two rows. I'm going in with the Deep, Reef, Tropics, Key Lime and Forest. So boom, 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 boom. And I do mix a lot, so I will explain as I go. So I'm starting off with a Morphe Jeffree Star JS12 brush. I'm just gonna tap out the Amylouise base that I've got on my eye. It has been on there a while, so it's creased a little. I'm going in with Deep, which is the darkest blue in the palette. And what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to keep it quite rounded, and I'm just going to pack this on the outer corner up into the crease, but I'm going to kind of create this, I don't know, like half moon almost shape, and then keep it going straight into the crease rather than like rounding it down. I want it kind of straight. Okay, so I've created this, like it's rounded and then it kind of just goes straight towards kind of the bridge of my nose. I'm now going in with a Morphe M456, and I'm going to mix the shade Forest, which is the darkest green, and then the next darkest green, which is called Tropics. So this green and this green. And I'm just mixing those on my brush, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go 50% on, 50% off, and I'm going to start to blend out that blue, and I'm keeping this shape that I've created. Okay, so I've blended 50% on, 50% off, and you can really see how straight that is there, and then it just rounds off on the outer corner. I'm going to take a separate M456, same brush, different one, and I'm mixing the Tropics and Reef shades. So I'm just going to mix those on my brush. And I'm doing this because there was not the right tones and shades that I wanted, but I still wanted to use this palette and I wanted to use these greens. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to do the exact same thing, 50% on, 50% off, and blend this full shape. Okay, I'm now taking a Sigma E35 brush, and I'm mixing the shades Reef and Key Lime. So this one down here and Key Lime. And then I'm going to do again the exact same thing, 50% on, 50% off, a little bit higher than the previous shade, and blend this out. Okay, I'm going to keep this brush, but on a little cloth I'm just going to dust off the excess, and then I'm just going to go into Key Lime on its own, and I'm just going to do the same thing, 50% on, 50% off, just get those edges. Okay, so you should have something that looks like this. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the very beginning, start again, do the exact same thing, same places. This is going to re-intensify, it is going to blend, and it's just going to give you the best possible outcome because you're double layering your shadows, so you're going to have so much pigment and richness to your colours. It's also going to blend the colours, and it's just going to look way better than if you just leave it like this. Okay, so from here you can see how much more rich in pigment this look is and how much more blended it is. I'm going to take a flat brush and the Amylouise Acid Rain in blank canvas, and I'm going to create this cut crease. It's kind of like a half cut crease that's really rounded off on the like center part of my lid. So this is quite awkward to do. It's easier to do on this side because the brush automatically is that shape, so it's right there. Here it's harder because I'm having to go backwards, if that makes sense. So I'm starting off with just a blob in the center of my eye. I'm gonna look up a little bit just so that it gives me that marker. I'm then gonna take my inner and I'm just gonna kind of sketch from the highest point of my inner corner to that line just with the edge of the brush, just like that. And then I'm going to flip my brush around and use the shape of the brush to start to create that shape. You see that? Sometimes it's easier to like turn your head, turn your hand, move the brush around, whatever you need to do to be able to get that shape, do it. It doesn't matter. Now this is kind of drying down and you can see it's turned this like blue shade. I'm just going to take a little bit more. You can remove this and redo it, but honestly I can't be bothered. Sorry. And you'll notice that this goes pretty much straight down rather than curves in. That's fine because I can fix that. Okay, and now I'm going to take a flat brush and the shade Vanilla, which is the shade right above D. And I did this on the other eye, so I'm going to do it on here, but I didn't really like it, I'll be honest. And I'm just going to pack this right on over where I've put that blank canvas. Now you can see that this shape is not perfect by any means, but it's fine. We can fix anywhere where the blue needs to be blue again. I can fix that. I'm going to take a Suva Beauty 610 and the Suva Beauty hydroliner in the shade Dance Party. Wet my brush and then I'm just going to moisten the product itself with the water on my brush rather than add water into the product. And I'm going to line this shape, the shape that I want, not the shape that I've created. Okay, so I've created the shape. I'm just going to take my little fan and dry this down. Now with a little angle brush, this one is a Morphe M158, it's actually a brow brush. I'm going to go into the D and I'm going to fix up anywhere where I need that blue to be again and where I kind of went out of the line where I wanted. So I'm just going to fix this up real quick. And I can see that there's a little gap just right here where I didn't get the shape that I wanted. So I'm just going to go in with a liner brush and a little bit more of that blank canvas shade. Now I did go on that yellow line, you can see just here. That's fine because I'm going to go over the yellow line again anyway just to get it really umped up, but not just yet. I'm going to take a pigment. So I'm taking the Queen of Flutters by Leah in the shade Raise. It is a beautiful yellow, like a golden lemon yellow pigment. Now I don't know if they're still in business because I know that they was having a massive sale. I think it was a closing down sale where they were selling their pigments for like 60-70p over on Instagram. I'm not 100% sure if they're still in business. If not, I do apologize, but I literally just got these not that long ago, like maybe a month ago. So I don't know. Sorry. So I'm gonna take this on a flat brush, and because I've still got slight tackiness from the Amylouise base, I can just tap this right on over. Okay, I'm going to show you a little hack on how to get liners, like water activated liners, to really pop on the skin, because you can go in with like multiple layers and it ends up cracking and not looking as great. And I learned this from, I believe, Cutcrease on Instagram. You need a lash glue. Now you want one that dries clear. Don't be using like black or anything. This one is the duo, the green duo with the vitamins, and it is a brush on. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to trace that yellow line with this. Now if you don't have one with a brush, just take a liner brush and dip it in your glue and use that. Okay, so I've traced my yellow line, and I'm just going to let this dry to almost dry, just like 90% dry. So I'm going to take my fan and then going to go over it in the exact same way that I created the line in the first place, with that 610 brush and the same liner. And I'm just going to pin on over top, and the glue really holds onto the pigment, and it stops it cracking as much. And then I'm just going to take my fan again and let that dry. Now you can see how much more vibrant and just more of a punch that has than the first layer, and that's because of the glue. It won't crack near as much. Like, it does crack a little bit, like it's cracked on this side a little bit, but it's nothing major. And I do believe that's because I actually went in with 2 coats of this before I remembered the glue trick, because I'm an idiot. But yeah, I think that's why that cracked, where this one has not cracked at all. It's an amazing little tip. Use this for all your water activated liners and you will see such a massive difference. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pop on a coat of mascara and some lashes. Today I'm using these GWA fantasy lashes. They're really cute. They're like, I think I got these from Savers. And I'm going to apply them in my usual way. So I'm going to take my brush on glue and draw on my line. Let this start to set down just a little bit. And because this is such a thin band, I do need my tweezers because they're very flexible. I don't know why I just blew that. Why did I blow that? There's nothing on there to blow. And then just plonk them down. And they are on. Easiest way to apply lashes, if you ask me. I do have a video explaining a few different ways how to apply lashes, so if you want to check that out, I think the link is in the description box. I will make sure it's in the description box. Okay, so time to do base, and then I will be right back to do the under eye and finish off the look. Okay, so I am back. Base is on. I've done one eye. I just wanted to figure out what I was doing. So now we are gonna do this one. So I'm going in with a Amylouise Fresh Ink. Honestly, I'm loving a darker under eye at the minute. Like, oh, love it. I'm just gonna go in with a small flat brush, and I'm just gonna line my eye with this. You can use whatever you usually use to line your eye. Gel liner, pencil liner, whatever that is that you usually use. And then just smudge it just a little bit below. Okay, so I'm going to take a small flat brush. This one is a JS10. And I'm going to take Forest, which is that darkest green that we use. I'm just going to smudge right below my eye, going into that black that we smudged below the eye. I'm then going to take a clean M456 by Morphe, and I'm going to take a mix of Reef and Key Lime, and I'm just going to buff that right below, and then join that up to the outer corner. Just going to pop some mascara on my lower lashes. And then just to finish off, I'm going to take the Hojo highlighter in the shade Brilliance, which is what I've got on my face right now. It's kind of a dupe of the ABH ones. I'm just going to pop that right on the inner corner of my eyes. Okay, so this is the finished look. Let me know what you think down below. If you got this far, leave the lipstick emoji down in the comments. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. I really like this look. I'm really into like green and earthy tones at the minute. I think it's maybe just because it's autumn, I guess. I'm really into these kind of tones at the minute. Yeah, let me know what you think. Hit that subscribe button, and if you've got any thoughts on Halloween looks that you want to see me do, let me know down below, because I really want to do more Halloween looks, but I need some inspiration. Like, are people doing Halloween this year? Like, I need to know, because I really love Halloween. Yeah, this is everything. Let me know what you think down below, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.